Okay, are we started? All right. So we're looking at a base cabinet here, and it actually is a different method of construction than any of the other cabinets because it's a cabinet that's specifically built for the sink. And in my experience with building sink cabinets, the normal stretchers that we would put in a base cabinet, the top stretchers, are horizontal. But when we have a sink being installed in the cabinet, those horizontal stretchers end up getting cut away when you do the sink cutout, and then the cabinet then is sort of compromised in its stability. So I've developed a different way for building sink cabinets so that the front and the back stretchers are mounted vertically. So instead of a horizontal stretcher, we have a front and a back stretcher that are mounted vertically. And you'll see the one that goes in the front of the cabinet actually matches the exterior of what the cabinets will be, because part of this piece here will be exposed in the finished product. So we've manufactured the front stretcher, which is vertically mounted, out of the same material that we made our doors out of. Okay, so you have your front and rear stretcher vertically mounted. You have the left side of the cabinet, and you'll notice that in this cabinet there's no groove in it, and that's because we are going to do a plant-on back for the sink cabinet. Quite often, again, just based on my personal experience, the plumbing outlets that come out of the wall are not that long. And so if we have a recessed back, then the little, maybe the hot and cold supply lines don't stick out far enough. So I sort of respond to do that by mounting a 1/4 inch back directly to the back of the cabinet. So we have a plant-on back, and it's a plant-on 1/4 inch back. So it's not mounted in the groove. So we have our back here, 1/4 inch back. We have our left side. We have our right side, which is identical, and then the bottom or the deck. So those three pieces and the back. So,
and I think it's also important to point out that we've labeled all the parts, so it says left end and right end on the part itself.
Yeah, one of the things that you're going to identify is that we've, on the back edge of the cabinet, we've numbered the part to describes what it is. This is LE, which is left end, and then cabinet number 4. So each of your cabinet parts is going to have a label essentially on the back edge. Now this cabinet will have doors, and so you can see on the left side of the cabinet you've got 2 holes mounted lower and upper, and these are going to be for our hinge plates. So we're going to go ahead and install our hinge plates ahead of time so that they would be easy enough to install after the pack. We're going to go ahead and install them now. So I've got a hinge plate here, and this type of hinge plate is called an expando dowel hinge plate. And what that means is you've got these 2 little nylon dowels that we clip onto the hole or slide into the hole there, remembering to point the hinge plate to the front. Looking at the arrow on my hinge plate, it should be pointed towards the edge banding. Then I'm just going to take my number 2 driver. Okay. Install the left side hinge plates. Again, point the arrow to the front. And okay, so we've got our hinge plates installed. This is the right side of the cabinet and the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and leave the left side over there.